Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your monthly reading, and it's for the month of June of 2022. We're in June, people. It's crazy. So we're going to start with 3 initial cards here and see what's going on for you for the month of June. It's anything and everything. It's a general reading. So take whatever resonates. It can be some parts that resonates and other parts doesn't. So it doesn't have to be the entire reading. And if you are into the reading, if you feel curious about it, if you feel like it's calling to you, you're so welcome to the extension of this, where we go even deeper into these energies, clarifying them. And the extended, yeah, of course I wanted you to come to the extended. However, I just want to say, the extendeds just lately has just been through the roof. It's really awesome. So the first card out is why. Why should you come there? Cancer, number 31. Why? Very existential card, very existential question. Like, why am I here? What is the purpose? What is your calling? And second card is deep knowing, your connection to the universe, or your connection to your divine counterpart, like your soul. Stars are aligning there. It can be an Aquarius influence. It can be a lot of healing, a lot of hope there. And the third card out, please. Wow, and the third card is, how do you do this? Is you're actually going to get 4 cards. It is 5 cards, but 2 cards wants to land in the same position. So we have the why, the existential card, and then we have the deep knowing, the connection with the universe or your higher power. And then we have the third position, to be fair, the justice card, and time for a nap. It's coming out in the same position. Interesting. So let's see what that is about. And then 4th place, which I don't think I've ever done a 4th place. So this is something extra. It's a new life. Of course, we have to make room for a new life. So just give me a second. So we're starting with this first card, this Y card. So I just have to say, I see in the back there, I see a chair, and like almost like a crystal ball is sitting on top of that chair, and that chair is empty. It's almost like it's waiting on you. It's waiting for you to figure out. It's like, as you sit down in this chair, you have all the answers. You have the access to the crystal ball. And I don't mean like the crystal ball might not have all the answers for you, but your inner being definitely does. There's something about sitting in this chair, or sitting, like coming in, like sitting, claiming your space, claiming your seat, and just sort of sitting down there and just connect to your inner being to just have all the answers. So you probably are on a little bit of a search here, Cancer, asking those bigger existential questions. Why are you here? What do you want to do? What brings you joy? What makes your heart sing? What is your purpose? Why do you get up in the morning? So all those questions are like really, really existential questions, but also like to just ask the question in the sense, how should I say that? Like, if you're going for something, if you're reaching for something, you want to create something like in particular in your life. And instead of just saying like, where is it? When is it going to show up? How is it going to be? Blah, blah, blah. If you sort of erase those words and instead say why you want something. So you put down like on a piece of paper or whatever, like you put, this is the wish, this is the want, this is your vision moving forward. Like this is what you want to happen. Why do you want that to happen? So it's equally big, like you're looking for answers. We're looking for answers, the deeper existential questions that we're looking for answers for. But also, why do you do that? The reason why you do that is this. You want this. Why? You want this relationship. Why do you want that? What is that going to bring to you? You want more money. Why do you want that? You want this health situation. Why do you want that? Like, to just answer yourself with the why. Okay? And we have this, it's almost like a little bit of a journey here. It shows me like, okay, so what we need to do to take that seat, to move into that chair of all knowing, is to just connect with your inner being, connect with the universe. And I see this owl sitting on one, I see this as two moons. So this moon and this moon is like, it's almost like so it's like moon cycles, and we're having an owl sitting on this first moon here. The owl for me is talking about wisdom, and it's in alignment with the moon. The owl and the moon like speaks the same language. So there's something here like to really pay attention to your intuition and to what's like laying underneath, and to make that real connection to your inner being. Your way to like answer all these questions. Whether it's like you're coming from a place where you're asking really existential questions, like what is your purpose? Why are you here? Or if the question is, or rather explaining why you even want something, or explaining why you're asking the question, I want this. So like I said, where, instead of where and what and who and when and whatever, ask why. Not ask why, explain why. Like explain to yourself and explain to the energy why you want something. And the way you get about it, and the way that you will get there, is to make the connection, is to go into this deep knowing. This deep knowing is all about your crown chakra. It's all about the connection with the universe. It's the deep knowing of when you know, you know. And it's so silly, but you know, there's a lot of people saying like, when you know, you just know. What is it that you know? Well, it's just a feeling. You're in the know, and when you're in the know, you don't doubt and you don't question, and you don't like, you just, in order for you to get to this place, there needs to be like a realignment with your inner being, or like a connection to the universe, and there you'll find so many more answers. Together with the Justice card and time for a nap. So I just feel like, Cancer, there's something you've been working so hard on, like you're just been working to get to this place, and it might not be even that you worked really, it can be that you worked really hard physically, like you worked double jobs, or you worked triple jobs to get to a certain place in your life, or you like spend so much time taking lectures, workshops, educating yourself, like really putting the work in to get to a certain place. But this can also be like an emotional thing, or like a mental thing, that you worked so hard to just stay positive and think about what it is that you truly want, just putting the work in. But that can be, with this time for a nap, can be a little bit of a overdoing it, like being overwhelmed and doing too much. We have the Justice card here, and it's coming out in the same position. So it's like whatever work you put in, it's going to come back. And you might have been that you have just almost exhausted yourself, like to the point of like, I want this thing to take place. I want this to happen. Or like you're really asking the existential questions, like, why am I here? What is the purpose of all of this? And that might come from a very dark place. It might also come from a very light place. Like you just really want to figure out what your purpose is here in this lifetime. You're making that connection, making sure that you're making that connection with your inner being, with the universe, and things starts to align. Things starts to work themselves out, and you've done enough, Cancer. There's like this workaholism tendencies, this over doing it, working so hard towards a goal. It's like you can just really release right now. You don't have to do anything else, because like right around this time for the month of June, it's going to come in. It's going to come back to you. Karma is returning. Good karma is returning. And at the end of this, and we even created a new spot. Like I never do 4 cards, and you have 5 cards when it's supposed to be 3. That can happen every once in a while, that we want 2 cards in one position. But we never made like a new spot or a new place for the 4th card. So this is like Cancer's claiming their place. Like, well, if there's no room, I'm just going to So just add another one, because I am going there. I am making this happen. And you're now like stepping into this new life. Beautiful. So can we just clarify the Y card there a little bit? For Cancer for the month of June, please. This is gorgeous. So, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. And this is a card, the Page of Michael. This is when we literally are turning the page. Like, you're coming out of this. If you've been really asking or questioning, or like you don't really know what your path is, or like where you're supposed to go, maybe you are on a path, but the path is just doesn't light up for you. It just doesn't feel passionate, and it doesn't really bring. It's not like come Monday and you're so super psyched to go to work. It's like it's Monday again, okay. But this is like you're turning things around, and with the page there, you literally are turning the page in a book, turning a chapter in your life, and we're seeing all this, like the winter, the snow is clearing up. It's not going to be stagnant anymore. It's not going to be icy cold. It's not going to be that you are stuck in one place and you sort of really can't move forward. This is action forward. This is when the snow melts away, the dark clouds or the worry clouds are like melting away, and you start to see clearly. Together with the 10 of Ariel, so 10, again, 10 and Page is similar in their energies, because 10 is a completion. 10 is a new beginning. Like you're wrapping something up, and we're now moving into the new. So these questions, and if it's like something you've been wanting and you really are like figuring out why you want it, you really have like sat down with it, maybe even wrote it out on a piece of paper, been thinking about it, been talking about it, like it's happening. And this is my like I don't even know how to explain this, but it's like, I'm going to read out what it says. There's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. And I don't think necessarily that you're going to retire. I think that you're then again, if you are, but for the majority of you, I feel like there's something here you want to start. You want to get going with it. You want to just really pursue this thing, and it's going to happen. If it's a financial shift or if you've been worried about money for a long time, or you have been wondering like where the money is going to come from, this is when it all turns around. We have like the page is talking about this new energy that is just you're gonna turn the page, and 10 is a completion, and we're moving into this is Paris. It's like so romantic. It's almost like taking out of a movie. It's like we're sitting at a cafe in Paris, and we're having like the Eiffel Tower in the back. Like it couldn't be more romantic, or I don't know if the expression is the same in English. Pittoresque. Like I just really adore this image, and so it's like it's a relaxing. You can take time out. You don't have to worry anymore. There's a good family life. It's just starting to flow for you. So whatever worrisome situation you've been in before, whatever made you really ask these really existential questions, they're going to dissolve, and it's going to get lighter and lighter and easier. So that's really good news. And then the deep knowing there. Can we just clarify this deep knowing, please? Wrong deck. Deep knowing for Cancer for the month of June, please. Deep knowing. Tea break. Okay. Another page. Wow, we are shifting things. We are turning the page. I think there was one more. On the floor. I was going to say it's another page again, but it wasn't. It's an 8. It's even more beautiful. Page of Ariel. and 8 of Gabriel. And some hair. It's on me. 8 of Gabriel, complete freedom, abundance. Wow, there's this worrisome, like, so probably in the beginning of June, or like when I'm recording this, it's actually, and releasing it's actually a week before June. So probably like at the very end of May, and even I just feel like even in the beginning, maybe even to the point of, I know probably you don't want to hear this, and obviously it's your energy and you can shift the energy whenever you want. You know, long story short, time, the moment that things happen, the time it needs to take for something to manifest or for something to shift is the time it takes for you to do this. Get into alignment with your inner being. When people talk about time, like there's a right timing to this, and yes, there's a right timing to things. Yes. However, when we start to think about things like how long is that going to take, or how long is it going to, you know, there's no real like, well, it usually takes, no, it doesn't usually take, well, that's the norm probably, because we expect it to take that long. From the moment you have a wish about something, or from the moment you, like, when you ask these really existential questions, or like if you've been in worry in some capacity, if you've been worried about money, or worried about like how is this situation going to shift around, when you start to put yourself in alignment, meaning when you are feeling coherent, when you're coherent with your inner being, does that make sense? When your mental body, your emotional body, like everything is aligned, and you feel like you're centered, you're right here, is the moment when it starts to shift. Does that mean that the car isn't going to knock you over in your head? Maybe not. But you will definitely get someone that just comes in and says, I was just thinking about maybe getting a new car. And I'm like, first indication that we're in alignment, and then we just stay there in alignment, and you're going to get more and more proof and evidence that, you know, it's well on its way. And so you're turning the page here. You're standing in this beautiful library. It says, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you, scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. So there is some news coming in, there's some offer coming in, there's an opportunity knocking on your door. You're standing in this library, and to me that is like, you're just educated, you're all-knowing, you have a lot of wisdom about you, there's this knowledge about you. So you probably are very like skilled in whatever it is that you're doing, and there's an opportunity that's going to change things around for you. It's going to ease up. And I was starting to say, and that's the reason I said it's important to get into alignment, and you're going to kill me for saying, you're not going to kill me, but like, I feel like the shift is taking place around like probably mid-June. So not even like the last week of May, probably not the first week of May, probably around mid-June. There's like a lighting up in the energy. I just feel like a breathing out. Like I said, you don't have to wait to the mid-June. If you get in alignment before that, good on you, you know, but there's something that you're doing that will light things up in the middle of June. And we have the page there again. So we're turning the page here. There's a new energy. There could be messages coming in your way. And Ariel is all about love and manifestations. So we're coming more and more into love, the lighter vibration, and you will manifest, like you will turn things around. Together with 8 of Gabriel, which is the abundance card for me. This is like freedom, complete freedom. So if you were a little bit trapped, you're asking the deeper questions, like what the hell really is going on? Like you've done so well. You've probably been thinking really positive thoughts. You've been doing the visualization. You've been doing all the right things, and it seems still like it's a little bit, this is going to turn around now. And we're turning around, and we came to the Justice card, like good karma returns, time for a nap. So probably take a little bit of time out to watch yourself a little bit so it doesn't really turn into workaholism, that you're overdoing things and you burn yourself out. it's going to turn around for you. This is when good karma returns. And then we're just going to clarify the new life there. New life. Can we just get a clarification there for Cancer, please? Different deck. I don't know why I go for that deck. Sorry, guys. There you go. Wow. So the new life, the clarifier for that is change your life. And it's a 16, so that is sudden shift and sudden changes. So there is something here. It probably feels like it has been an uphill battle or an uphill work, like a lot of work and a lot of effort on your part for probably quite some time. And now the pages are coming in. New energy, we're flipping, like we're changing the chapter, we're flipping the page, new messages, new opportunities, and you're just working on that alignment, that coherence inside of yourself, just working on it. Resting, I just feel like the moment you rest a little bit is the solution. The resting part is the solution. If you sort of don't go at it, it has a time to set. I'm gonna say this super glue, like, or maybe not super glue because it sticks so fast, but like glue. The more you like work on it and like you have two pieces and you want to glue them together, and the more you work on it and like, okay, maybe a little bit more glue here so it really sticks and it really should come together. Maybe just a little bit more glue here. Like if you just put the glue there and you put the pieces together and you sort of give it a rest, you actually remove yourself from there. And like you can come back in a couple of minutes or a couple of hours and it has actually set. But it's in the resting time that it actually gets to work its magic. So there's something in the resting time for you right now that really would serve you. And you will change your life. And it feels like probably like uphill. And then all of a sudden it shifts. It just changes around for you. There's your new life. So I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find for you. Go deeper there into it's very interesting here towards the end with the new life and changing your life. See more what that is about. Maybe this opportunity. What is that? So if you feel like this is your reading, you resonate with it and you're curious about to know more, go check it out in the description box down below. There's 2 ways to get there. So check the description box out and see whatever works better for you. If not, thank you so much, Cancer, for coming here and watching these videos, taking time out of your day to do so. I'm appreciating it so much. And please consider to subscribe and liking this video if you do. It really helps me and it helps the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much. See some of you people in the extended. Bye.